We are live, and in the garden. We are live in the garden, and it is a cloudy garden, but it is still a garden to see, right? And hope everybody's having a good morning or afternoon, night, whatever it is where y'all are. There's also birds chirping. Which I think is good to see because they've been chirping off and on, I think, but not as weather is not like bad, but it's not the greatest weather. But it's still, you know, this stream can still exist. And see over there is well, there's a jet flying over, and right here is this other thing right here where you have this nice plant. Some of these nice plants. Yeah, there are interesting things going on with the Disclosure movie itself. People, it's about a movie about alien disclosure. I think that's pretty cool that it's out there, and there's different mixed reviews about it. And yeah, because a lot of times with movies and things, sometimes they try to. I've not seen it myself personally. There's so of course it's not going to be any kind of spoilers, but people that may have seen it could talk about it if they wanted to. But yeah, that and by the way, that is one of the flowers of the plant. It's kind of lurking over in this area. Let's see, right there. Yeah, so I believe that movies they'll try to show subliminal messaging about stuff, and there could be a whole agenda behind what they're showing. That's a strange looking one. I'm not too sure what that is, but I've seen that before. But yeah, so in the movie, from what I know, is the Spielberg was saying people would question the Christianity if they were to see that, and a lot of people think it's silly, but that's where I'm explaining where people, even if people are not religious, sometimes movies can have different meanings, or they try to propagate different types of theories in them, to a propaganda machine. I think movies in general have been shown to be used for propaganda for different agendas over time, especially in modern times. Like maybe years ago, they may have had movies that would be for regular things, or a movie that had no meaning. But I mean, most movies, I'd say, even if we didn't really notice it, have some sort of meaning to it. Oh. Good morning, Saw. Good morning. Welcome to see you. Uh, I think I said welcome to see you. What I meant to say is great to see you. Okay. And yeah, so that is. I'll show you the sky. Okay. It's a ghoulish sky. It's nice weather. I like overcast weather sometimes too. But oh, good morning, Lori. It's great to see you. Okay, so yeah, it's like stormy seas. Hey, lizard. All right. So I used to when I was a teenager. I liked to be out and I go sit on the bench swing over there in that direction. I used to like to look at this weather, so it's cool. Okay. And right here is the pumpkin flower. Yes, that's a pumpkin flower. Okay, so yeah, with the Disclosure movie, it's not like any spoilers or anything about it, but it's the Spielberg was saying that it would cause the Christians to question their faith, and well, not just Christians, but Muslims, Jews, and whatever the Abrahamic religions, and I'd say probably the other religions too. So it's going to try to, and that's something that I was told about and theorized that the aliens could be used as a way to discredit people's religions. Now, people may not be religious, but even especially people that are not religious, it would be the script would be maybe flipped where they wouldn't want to believe in some sort of religion, but this thing's going to try to make them believe in a new religion. So I believe that's something else that would pretty much cause everybody to be flipped around. Oh, hello, Passion. Good morning. Or good evening, where you are. So yeah, that is something I I saw earlier, which I was going to talk about. So we hit 99.3 Fahrenheit yesterday, but today should be 88. Oh, okay, that's good. It's cooling down. It seems with y'all up there, Lori, you have heat waves that hit, and then the heat waves just kind of it goes back to being cool. It's kind of like where I am. It's reverse. We'll have little cool spells, and then it goes back to being hot. So yeah, right now the the weather is, for those bear with me. It is, let's see, it's 81, 88% humidity. Feels like 90. Around midday, there's going to be some rain. And then the sun will go down at 8:03, and there's going to be some rain throughout the night, but not all night. Yeah. That is good for the heads up, Lori, because I am glad to know that a tropical storm is coming. Because I would figure that tropical storm would be trying to come over here. I figured because it's around that time of year. And, I mean, there's other sites. I mean, there's this site over here. Yeah, I hope it doesn't too. That'll cause some turbulence with some things. Yeah. With hurricanes, the power can be knocked out for like a while sometimes. Not too long, but it'll be knocked out. And he is completely cleaning himself right there. Okay. Yeah. So the point is that with the Alien movie, it could have things in it to try to stir the faith of Christians or other religions too. And as I said before, an agenda about the alien agenda is they're going to try to the alien thing is going to be used even when the aliens like come down and you see them over there. Say you see one right there, it will try to discredit the religions that exist. And even those that don't believe in religion, they're going to try to get you to believe in some new religion. So it would cause everyone to have a problem. Gypsy says, incoming light from Australia to you all. Heard it's hot over there. Keep cool. Well, thank you, Gypsy. Yeah, where I am, well, right now it feels like about 70 degrees. It feels cool weather. Even if it says that it's right now, it's cool at the moment, but it's still hot technically. It's not like cold or very cool weather, and some parts are very hot. So thank you for that. We'll stay cool and appreciate it. Nice. You stay cozy and warm if it's cold where you are. So anyway, that is the thing about the alien. The whole thing might be to try to discredit different beliefs that already existed before. So just it's all smoke and mirrors. It's not really reality. We call that cat flip off with the leg in the air. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, saw he was guarding the garden the whole night. And say the dog is just running around and barking mindlessly. Right. And we call that cat flip off with the leg in the air. And Lizard says, as a pipeline worker, these next few months suck. Oh yeah. Well, that is some very hard work to do, you know, and I'm sure it's especially with the heat or whatever else, it's going to be even more tedious. So shout out to you. That's some hard work to do. Yeah. I had this. So the tropical storms sometimes they start tropicalizing, right? And they a lot of times they won't do anything or they'll go somewhere else, but a few times they'll come over here. And like this a garden live would be a stormy live. I've actually done a stream, not a stream, I've done a video inside a hurricane before, and it was quite epic. It was I've done shorts when like the tropical hurricane, well, the hurricane was coming. It was hitting from the western side, which it's better the western side because it doesn't cause the power outages to happen here. But when it comes from the east part, it usually causes the power to go out. Yeah, he's very vicious, Elvis. Yeah, I am scared. Yeah, he is. This is a grin on his face because he knows he's dangerous. Yeah. So yeah, the tropical, and a lot of times the tropical storm will just be like a very very bad thunderstorm. But when it comes to a hurricane, as I said, it's like a cyclone in the sky. That's what it's like, and it keeps on orbiting. It's like something moving around, and it makes like howling noises, like and moanings. So it could be scared. It's a So yeah, I remember when I went into it, and yeah, it tries to blow you away, but you have to stay firm. Hello, Lisa. Okay, I, I've experienced like an exact number of them. I'm not too sure, but definitely over 10. Over 10, definitely. And because for me to, but dozens of them, I'd say dozens of them. I remember there was one over 20 years ago, and it didn't really do anything. It caused a leak in the house, but it didn't really do anything. And then there was this apocalyptic one that happened, and like this would be like a flooded yard. It would be a flooded garden stream. That's what it would be. And there's a couple of other ones that happened, but they cause like an outage to happen, and then the power comes back on like a couple of days later. Yes, Gypsy it is. Yeah, and the noises it makes is just a lot of wind, saw, and it makes hollowing noises and moaning noises, kind of like a ghost or a ghoul or something. That's what it comes off as. And then it starts shaking everything at some point, and it gets really dark. Then it kind of have it's like a stucco structure will have rain come into it from different parts. of the room, and then it stops. So it's kind of mysterious because you have like it hits it a certain way where rain will happen, and it'll come into different parts of the house, but it usually doesn't do that. So it's kind of like odd. Yeah, and eventually, sometimes the eye of the storm will be like it looks like a kind of pinkish sky if it's the evening, and it's like peaceful for a second, and then it starts getting intense again, and everything starts like shaking like this, right? And it's kind of like an avalanche. That makes sense. Even if it's like a milder one, it'll act like an avalanche. Or I'd say a better example would be like an earthquake. Yeah, it's like an earthquake, but there's no earthquake. And like it gradually, as it like makes landfall, like you see like these trees and stuff. I don't. I guess they do. I guess they do think I'm talking to myself. Yeah, yeah. They think that I'm just. They tell me hello, but yeah, they must think I'm just a crazy alien talking to myself. You see these trees and things like that. It will. It'll start shaking, and it looks like they're dancing around, and it's very breezy, and peaceful. Thank you, Gypsy. I hope you have a peaceful evening. And thank you for coming and hanging out with us. It was nice chatting with you. Shout out to you, Gypsy. So, and usually the cats will be, well, cats know something's going to happen. Cats usually know something's going to happen. And when that occurs, the felines will start to go in different places to hide. You know, they'll, they have inside structures to go to, the ones that are outside. And the ones inside, they just kind of huddle up somewhere. And Balls likes to go into a secret bunker somewhere. And yeah, and as I said, I wasn't around when, like, I wasn't physically here when there was like a giant flooding thing going on, but that's what it would be like. It'll be like it was here for like 2 weeks, so it's not really good, and there's like chaos and stuff. So yeah, it was around 20 minutes or so. That's when these flood walls collapsed, where that's when the flood walls collapsed in around like 20 minutes. So, ironically, it would be like a morning like this, where nothing really would be going on, and then gradually, what would it look like is, say, it'll get more and more wet, and then it gets a little bit like a more water, then it just kind of gradually gets higher and higher. So it's more of a gradual thing. That would have been a crazy live stream. That stream would have gotten billions of views, probably. You know, if that was like recorded, if the YouTube was advanced like it is now, and like just doing like a garden live, and all of a sudden starts flooding, that would have been crazy. Yeah, and so that is the explanation about that, and then you'll have like different sea creatures and all kinds of junk just floating around, and cars and people and things. So it's quite a messed up situation. Yeah, but that didn't happen for a while, so it was good that was patched up. But a lot of people would go away from here when that occurred, to go somewhere else, and then it gets more and more depopulated, and then things go more downhill over time, and it becomes kind of woodsy like this. So yeah, it's interesting to see the demographics. Like basically, if you have like a post-apocalyptic society, and the post-apocalyptic society restores itself, it has scars from the past. But the scars mean that you didn't get destroyed. I also think there's political things that are not right too, because a lot of times I think with politicians, we're out for themselves and they don't really care about the place that they're governing over. So there's lots of corruption with elites and things too. On a smaller scale, because we talk about the larger scale, but on a smaller scale, that's also a problem. Hey, Falcon. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, we are talking about a variety of different things. Yeah, exactly. They do not give an F, indeed. A hilarious Lori. Yeah. Team Captain Sparrow. Yeah. And once again, I had to fix the chat because it was stuck on something from earlier, and it wasn't something from it wasn't updated. So I see what chat is saying now. Yeah. So yeah, he is not right. Yeah. Yeah. So there's like a big amusement park that was sitting there for over 20 years, and the company didn't come back, and the company got a lot of lawsuits. Oh, hard drugs. Okay. Hard drugs. Yeah. Scared. So that was something that happened where it was a nice amusement park. It was a place to hang out. And they didn't come back because they didn't want to deal with the loss, but it's like, that's when people give up. It's stupid when like people give up on things. Now, right in the beginning, after the aftermath, there wasn't really anybody here to have a amusement park for. But yeah, so and now they're gonna make it into like a resort with different sports events and stuff. So they're finally gonna make it into something, but before it was abandoned for over 20 years and it's kind of like stuck in time. A lot of different urban explorers went there. I think urban exploration is very cool, and it's very important for people to, you know, although legally speaking, they're not supposed to be there. It's cool to see these abandoned places documented by the brave people. Kitty has the right idea. I have to get IP to drive to some to work, take a walk, and water 2 gardens. But I want to sleep like Bubbles. Yeah, see, Bubbles knows how to sleep. It's an albino tiger. Or I know it's not a tiger. It's an albino leopard. Hilarious, Jamie. Yeah, and If it is a monkey, it's a pirate monkey, an albino pirate monkey. Scrolled up and makes me leave the stream, and it's crazy pirate dude. Yeah. Scared. Yeah, he is a beautiful cat. You know, Bubbles knows how to chill. Like, he doesn't have a care in the world. Hey, Con. Good to see you. Yeah. Well, Jamie, that is. You must have. There must be some laughing gas in the spaceship. It's making us all laugh. But I understand. It's all good. Glad to have you here. I can't really get closer to him because he's going to get scared. I'll zoom in, though. There we go. I zoomed in. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing with our feline friends. So, when tropical. Oh, Khan, I believe that they come from heaven. I definitely believe that. They come straight from heaven. And they're so cute. They just are so adorable. And they just know how to put a smile on someone's face. Not everyone likes cats, but some people say that cats are not nice, but you know, cats are very sweet, even if sometimes they like to be a little catty sometimes. But some cats just never violent. Some cats just like to chill there and sleep. If anything, he's like a sloth. Yes, the cat runs the house. Yes. He also runs the yard. Yes, Lemon, it's a kitty. It is his yard. Absolutely. Yeah. Now we're at a distance where he either is used to the garden stream or he's in dreamland somewhere, dreaming about telling humans what to do and aliens too. Oh, kittens are so adorable, Con. You know, they're uh, Bowles was a kitten one time and he liked to hiss at first. Then he started warming up. Oh yeah, I know. I know. It's just such a beautiful cat. He's going to just explode, cause us to explode with his cuteness. Yes, he hunts. He will hunt the rats sometimes. He hunts the rats. Now Claude does it more. Yes, I've played with the kitten before, definitely, and we play different games, and they're fun to teach. You can teach a kitten all kinds of things. I do think sometimes cats could make smart remarks in their head sometimes. Some cats can, but they just always have this inquisitive look on their face sometimes. Like, you know, they're thinking something. Yeah, that's always something funny when they do that. Yeah. Lemon says, I would have spent all my money on this adorable creature in the form of super chats if I had any. Oh, okay. That's very sweet of you. That's very sweet of you. And Yeah, he is just in another dimension. Like, uh, cats basically go into like a meditative state, and I think that is something else about them. They're completely in Zen mode, and I admire that about these cats. Like, they, if humans were more like cats, the world would be like a more like a. Of course, cats can get in fights and stuff sometimes. Still, when the cat's in this form of a cat, it is more peaceful. And when cats fight, it's even funny because it's like they'll kind of go into each other's face and they kind of like twist. They kind of look at each other and they go meow, meow. And there are times they're peaceful like that. Yes, exactly, Jamie. Okay, okay, I am back. I'm back. Okay. So Kung Fu Cat sounds alien. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, these are some elephant ear plants. So this is another part of the garden. And yeah, I mean, you see, with cats, they, and also there's some other cats over here in this area that we'll be maybe seeing. But yeah, this part is a, our elephant ear plants, and I did some fixing on them where it was fixed, because right here there's lots of weeds and stuff, so I cleared them out. There's hella cats in my neighborhood, actually. Okay, yeah. Jane said was hanging out with a cat last night named Mr. Meowsers. He talked not English, but meows back to you, and it's freaky. Yes, it's almost like the cats know what they're saying. Yes. Now in the garden, we sometimes change scenery and look at different things, but Bubbles is still over in his spot resting. He's okay, and yeah, because the cats will certainly talk and do conversating. It's almost, and you can have a whole full conversation with a cat in their own language. It's almost like they know what we're saying, and they have their own encrypted language. And the felines definitely know how to have a very good time. Oh, that's good, Saul. That's good. One keeps breaking into my home and eating all my food, but she is so cute and very friendly. Yeah. Yeah, now this is like where I am. This is the horizon. It's more dark. Yeah, so that's like where the sun would be right there, but it's very dark where I am. Jane said she tries to speak hard to speak English until he knows what we're saying. Yeah, there's some cats that have said things and animals that have said things in English before. It's happened. I've seen videos of it. So that's pretty cool that she tries to speak English. Okay, where I am is technically not a rural area technically, but it's like a very spacious, secluded area. That makes sense. Like it's not. It looks rural, but it's not really. It's a the way these places were designed 100 years ago. They designed it to look like a farm or a middle of nowhere somewhere, but it's technically, not in a area like that. But it was designed to look like it. A long, long time ago, they used to have estates and stuff out here a lot, and then uh, things got these big, houses got abandoned and destroyed, and then they rebuilt these California type of homes in like the 1900s. Yeah, it does look like I'm living inside the Amazon. Yeah, and a boring day. And Lemon says 10 garden would have like if only had bigger backyard. Oh yeah, yeah. So that is something I think is quite fascinating. The ability to have this place perspective with people. Oh, there's lots of plants like these where you are. Yeah, and these are from tropical places originally. Yeah, Lemon. This is very similar to the Philippines. Yeah. Well, these plants probably came from there 100 years ago or so, or maybe 80 years ago. Probably 80 years ago or so. Yeah, or something like that. These plants were from there originally, from that part of the world, and they brought them, they imported them here. But no, it's very tropical. It's very similar to where you are. You and I have similar weather, but my weather can get very cold sometimes, and it has like a foresty look to it. So it's a combination of where you are and the northern woods in the same time. It's like a hybrid place. It's not an acre. Uh, I don't know if both places are an acre. I have to see, but the one it's very big, but it's not quite an acre. But it's designed to look like that though, and like the early 1900s, like this place, it was designed to be the way look with these bigger yards. They designed the bigger yards to give it like a country lifestyle. Yeah, I make a plant out of the elephant ear leaves. Yes, I've made things out of elephant ear leaves before. I've done that, and it is really cool to see the things we made out of elephant ears. The masks and stuff can be made out of it, and other things we made of it when dried. But yeah, and this is the tree, the fig tree. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I'm in my happy place in the garden. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Lemon. Yeah, it's also the Spanish were here one time, so yeah, we have interesting history. So yeah, it's a very fascinating how similar these places can look. Oh, there's times if it never got cold here, these would be. I've seen them get big before. They've gotten like skyscrapers before. They're really, really huge leaves, so they can definitely block out the sun in some ways. In Region V, right. Yeah, and the Philippines lemon, I said we both have tropical weather, and we grow a lot of different things here. In other places, they're not always able to grow things as well. But here we can grow things because, of course, in winter it gets cold, so we have to cover the plants, and some of the plants kind of die off and then come back. Now, the scenery might change again for a second, but then we'll be back in the area. Okay. And yeah, we'll be doing this thing. I am with me to change the settings for a second, but we'll be right back. Okay. Okay, okay, I am back. I am back. Thank you, Passion. And I was always fascinated with the Vietnam War. Hello, Saul, and thank you for your service. No, it didn't start raining. I just have to do something. And we'll be back in the garden in a moment. And yeah, so in the different conflicts that happened, I think it's cool that they're able to make hats out of elephant ear plants. You know, it was a very uh, dramatic war for people to experience. It's about to start raining where you are. Yeah. So shout out to you, Jamie. Appreciate your service. And yeah, the sound is back. The sound is back. Okay, and let's go this way. And yeah, so and this is me. Oh, thank you, Lost. I appreciate it. And hello, Grace. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, Lemon, I had the sound off for a second, but I brought it back. Okay. Yeah, good morning. Okay. Oh, you're somewhat of a pirate yourself. Okay, that's cool. Okay. 8:40 p.m. over here. It's super dark now. Oh, okay. Yeah, where I am, the sun has risen where I am, and oh, scared. And it scared you for a minute. Yeah, scared. Okay. Okay, let's do it like this. And put this here. Yeah. Yeah, so you're trying to help. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so shout out to Saw and everybody else. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Now it's going to get it's going to buffer again and get dark again for a second, but we're just going back into the garden. Okay, that's what's happening. So bear with me a moment. We are. It's going to be dark for a second, then we'll be back. Let's see. So go. Here I am. And I'm gonna wait for something to load, and then we'll be back to the other parts of the garden. Okay, and get Universe ATM with multi-generational space traveling. Yes, yes. And that's very cool. Okay, let's see. Does this work? Okay, chat. It's going to go buffer for a moment again, for one more moment, and then we'll be officially back to the scheduled stream. Okay. All right, here we go. Morning, everybody. It's good to see everyone here. Here is Claude. Yeah, and Claude is a very good kitty, and he likes to sleep and chill. Yeah, he likes to be around to guard the garden. And there's his friend. Yeah, see, and there's that Bubbles again. He's resting with his cat brethren right here. Yeah, so this is another cat that's very famous in the live stream. He likes to guard the garden. And he does things with, on the stream, he likes to be petted and he likes to make a big show. And one time he caught a rat and he just he just walked past everybody on the stream with a big rat in his mouth. So that's something else that he likes to do. And he has this nice leopard print stripes. Scared. Oh yeah, Grace. We were in the back, and it was like a jungle. And Claude just had his shoulders held back and his head held high, and was walking past us with a big rat. There's a cat like him here. Oh, okay. I was going to show you something else, Lemon. Let's see. These are some of the elderberry trees. Right. Now, this tree right here is a northern tree. It's technically from China, and Benjamin Franklin brought these types of trees to the United States from China. But this is more of a northern foresty tree. Right. And over here is the other type of trees, and you see, this is very jungly looking. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah. So it was like twilight in the morning. Good morning, Ruby. Okay, and you see, we were over here talking about theology, and then the cat just came out of nowhere, like out of the wood, out of this, and he had a big rat in his mouth. With more trees. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is with more palm trees. See, like a California palm tree. It has some stuff growing on it. I kind of let them grow on there because it's like a tropical look, but I also get rid of them too at times. So I, y'all be able to see what that looks like. I'll get rid of the vines, but I sometimes keep them there. And right here is more elderberry trees, and that's another palm tree. Oh, Grace, it wasn't the elderberry tree that Benjamin Franklin brought. It was the tallow tree, the other tree I was showing. But yeah, to make myself clear, I didn't make myself clear. Okay, and you see, that tree was probably put here over 100 years ago, and they're trying to make this place look like California, and they did it, and it's like a California woodsy estate looking place with California type homes. There's like a highway that you got to walk to get said forest area, and there's a little hut there, but it got knocked over by a typhoon or something. A lot of canvas subplants. Okay, very cool. I like learning about these different things. And let's see. I'll show you the other. So these are some other plants right here. Some other elderberry trees. These just kind of grow wildly everywhere. Yeah, very nice fragrance to them. Oh, and a path behind the little hut. Okay. And we call typhoons. Oh, hey, Mace. Good morning. We call typhoons. It's probably good evening for you. We call typhoons hurricanes where I am, but we have the same type of storms. We are doing good. We are observing different plants in the garden. Lemon. Oh, it's 1350. Okay. Oh, what type of lemon? What type of food do y'all like to make there? I'm curious. Like what is the most popular dish where you're from? Yeah. And over this way, this is like a combination. Like that tree is like from a north, and this is like from more of a swamp grass right here. Okay, Mace likes they have curry, and Lemon says all kinds of things. Oh, that's good. I know definitely there's lots of spices that y'all like to use. Oh, fish and chips. Yeah, I like fish and chips. I like to. I ate that when growing up. I liked it. Well, I still like it now, but that's when I ate it more. Oh, Macy did anything. Yeah, I like knowing what different parts of the world like to make. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but as I said, this from yeah, you don't eat pork. Yes, I understand. And Lemon says, uh, "Yeah, where I live, the stereotype is eating just hottest, spiciest things." Okay, yeah, I that is what. Well, where I am, we love putting spices in things where I am, and people here have there have an unnatural spice tolerance. Oh yeah, that is cool. You see, where I am, I love eating spices every day. I don't know if I have the best spice tolerance in the world, but I definitely have an immunity to it over time. But yeah, I'll definitely eat spice pretty much every day. Yeah. New Mexico red chili enchiladas with blue corn tortillas. Oh, that's delicious. Yes, Mace, that is true because he ate kosher. He was ate kosher food. Yeah. Now, from our perspective in the West, the although as I said, the thing with pork is that it is an unclean animal and it's like a kind of like a bottom feeder. So it is certainly from a point of view, it would be there's other more cleaner meats that could be eaten. Now, usually in the West, in the Middle East, they apparently they didn't know how to they couldn't preserve the pork that well, and over time they came up with ways to preserve it better. But of course, I respect the different religions that don't, and Christians and Muslims, Jews that don't eat it. But yeah, it just there is a way of preserving it, and it's also more of an unclean meat. But yeah, the over in the West they figured out ways to preserve it better, and also there's things according to the some Christians interpret where Jesus said that it doesn't matter what someone eats, it's what comes out of you. But of course, as I said, there's different religious interpretations of what he intended. But yeah, he did not eat pork because of he ate the kosher food. But as I said, it's nothing wrong with not eating pork. It is like an unclean animal in a sense where it's more like a bottom feeder type animal. Yeah. You used to eat with a Catholic before. Yes, interesting. Yes, lots of parasites in it. Yeah. Now where I am, they love eating shellfish. I know that's not something you eat, but it's a big staple where I am, the shellfish. And yeah, that's another animal that's kind of a bottom feeder. But yeah, some people don't eat them because it's like an unclean animal, an unclean fish. But where I am, it's a big deal. It's a big staple. So yeah, they just found better ways of preserving them better. But over in different cultures, in different parts of the world, in different time periods, they didn't have the best ways to preserve them. But as I said, I respect the different food traditions. I know about kosher food and how that's eaten. So yeah, and because God had these different laws for people to eat food that was best for them, and at the time, He wouldn't always have the best ways to preserve different things. Yes, and yes, I quite meant to not be non-judgmental. It's not to eat it. Yeah, oh yeah, it's okay, and I respect that. And in a way, it is a bottom feeder. The pigs and the shellfish are bottom feeders. So, but yeah, it's different time periods. You're able to preserve different things, but it's all good. And Mace said, depends on the teacher, but his book said anything from the sea is pure. It was by the salt. Okay. Oh, interesting. And Sauce says, in the pig's defense, they are very smart and close to our DNA than other animals. Oh, yeah. Another thing besides the pig, uh, yes, it is also, that's a good reason maybe not to eat it too, is that they're very smart and they're close to our DNA. Yeah, that is also true at the same time. And so I know farmers that raised pigs before, and they're very smart and They didn't like sending them to the slaughterhouse. So, yeah, pigs are very intelligent and close to their DNA. That would be another argument not to eat them. Yes, and Mace says make them friends. Yeah, yeah. I don't oppose to that. And it was like when people want to eat the meat, it had like things in it that weren't really that healthy in it, or like it could have parasites in it. And for another point of view, having the pig alive would be good because it's a very intelligent and it's very good you know with humans, a creature God made, and it's close to our DNA. Yeah. And May says there is a very emotional, intelligent, more than some people have. Yes, I believe humans can be very twisted, and I think animals can be much better than people a lot of times. Yeah. Okay, so this plant right here is the seed of the tree I'm about to show. It's kind of like a China ball tree. All right, this tree right here is like a China ball tree, and this is the tree that Ben Franklin brought these type of seeds to the United States from China. And so, Grace, this is the tree that I was referring to. As I did not make myself clear before. Oh yeah, I do too, Lori. Yes, I also do it myself. And let's see. Oh, okay, so it's understandable. Yeah, it was, and I didn't mean it in an offensive fashion. It was basically like the term that's used for them that they another term for them is that they were known to be scavengers, or that they eat things that are not alive, or like things that like kind of like a vulture. That's what was meant by that. So it was not meant in an offensive way, but in a technical sense. But yeah, it's just let's just say their diets are kind of different than other animals. All right. Yeah. And anyway, waiting for the jackfruits to ripen here. Tastes like if you blended every tropical fruit into one. If you eat it raw, in my opinion, they're pretty big. Our free will gets manipulated. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you love rabbit. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and Lori doesn't eat a lot of meat in general. Okay. Oh, understood. Spooky says, watch for the Elmer. Oh, okay. He was hunting rabbits. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just say this: the pigs have a different diet than some other animals, but they're very cute. Okay. Yeah. So there's definitely very, especially the bottom feeder term more fits in with the shellfish because they're in the bottom of the ocean, or the bog or swamp or whatever, eating different things like that. It's more for the uh, shellfish, but yeah, I just say that the pigs eat something different than other animals. Oh, some look like fat cats. Yeah, yeah. It's fascinating when some animals are eaten. I mean, not eaten. Some animals look similar. Not eaten. That's not the wrong word. Some animals look similar to cats. Like they have cat feet, and they have different stuff like that on them. They like bunnies and cats have similar feet to them, and also the fur. Yeah. Oh, so glad that you like the tree. And let's see here. And let's see this. I am not familiar with that. That animal looks pretty cool looking. Looks pretty cool. I've never seen that before. It looks prehistoric. It looks like a combination of a raccoon and a leopard. Okay. Okay, so chat, this is what they're talking about. Yeah, I've never known about this before. This type of this type of creature right here. Yeah, I've never seen that before. I think it's very exotic looking. I like it. I said never knew about it. Like a raccoon. Yes, so I saw it now. Yeah, it looks kind of like a cat. Billy goats can be the grossest, yeah. I would say baby pigs are cute, but older ones can be gross. I come from the farm and background. I've seen up close. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, and they're very raccoonish and kind of like cattish leopard mixed. Yeah, yeah, very exotic. Oh, I had the spaceship has a Discord to it. Yeah, spaceship has a Discord to it. Yeah. The name of the creature is a um Kivit. I don't know if I pronounced it right. So, Saul, that's the name of the creature. I'll show it again. Right there. Yeah, very fascinating. Yeah, it looks like a raccoon leopard thing. So, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, it's about to rain anyway, but yeah, I'll go and put the link in there right now. Okay, and then we'll be back out. Okay. All right. So I'm about to go in the computer to put the link in the chat. Then we'll be back in the garden. Yeah, we'll be right back out. It is about to rain, by the way. But yeah. Uh, so the point of what I'm doing is I'm going to be putting the Discord thing in the chat. Right back. All right, I have returned. Okay, so we're going to be. So I'm going to put it in the chat now. And yeah, for those that do Discord with the Spaceship as a Discord server, and I'll put that in there now. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's go this way. Yeah, Jack Sparrow. Yeah. Right. Okay, it's copied. Now we're gonna go this way and put it in. Howdy there, Chris. Now we're gonna go back outside in the garden. Okay. Oh, you could just click. You could just press the link. Like if you press the link, it will. You can just go to. It'll open up a web browser. Open up the app where you could have it saved. Yeah. Okay, and now we're gonna go back out. Yeah. Now I'm kind of new to Discord, so I don't really know the old ways are. Well, as I said, it works for me if I try it. Like, you have to press the link and it puts up a prompt for you to go to another window. Yeah. Well, how about this? If I post if I make a post about it, the link. Oh, he's gonna write it out. Okay. You can just write it out if you want to, but yeah, I have to figure out a way to. I'm not. I don't know how to do that. I've seen people do that before, but I don't know how that works. So, some old way of doing it. So anyway, I'm gonna post a link of the Discord. Yes, it does. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make a post right now about it. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go back here and get another link. All right. Yeah, so there's a way to write it out. That would be cool. Okay, so I made a post on my post page about of the Discord link. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so those that want to click the link, it does work. If you tap on the blue part of it, it'll probably give you an option to go to another website. So yeah, if you go to my posts, I made the Discord post. So anyway, but eventually we'll get it right, so people can go join it. Okay, so I'm about to go back out. And we have our cat right here. Don't you worry, Lori, if you feel or remember aliens are much older than. Uh, May says, "Can I call you Paul instead of alien after Paul is an Alan?" Yeah, and you can call me Hans if you want. That's my other name. But that was funny. I know you. I know what you did there. That was funny. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Morning, Chris. She says, right. What if your predictions on a solar flares are actively they're going affect Earth communications or something else? I think that it's possible that they might affect some communications on Earth and radio waves and stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, you like Hans. Oh, yes, Lord Sun Tzu. I like that as well. He was wise. Yes, he is my guardian. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, he is likes to chill. Yeah, so that's my prediction, Chris. I think that you know there's going to be it could harm the communications and stuff like that. Oh, his back head looks like your cat. That's nice. Oh, they're very thirsty. I would assume. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna laser off your mustache. Scared. Okay, so Lemon says anyway. Have you seen the peso bills here? They're very colorful, and so you can't mix up 20 with 50 or 100 pesos. But their newer coins are definitely bland, metallic, and gray. I have not seen them. No, I will look at that definitely. Scared. Except coins are like copper rings, soft around the edges. Okay. Let's see, peso. Let's see, Philippines. Oh yeah, they look pretty cool. That's the Philippines currency. little bit blurry. Let's see. That's the Philippines. Very colorful. I like the way they look. Yeah, yellow, green, purple. Yeah, they have a lot of different colors. The Timu outfits off the roses. Old peso coins was bronze yellow, almost yellow in color. Why do British call our dollar a doubloons? It has a meme ring to it. Doubloonies. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know, no idea about that actually. Yeah, it's a very good question. Yeah, Chris, I agree about the Morse code. Speaking of Morse code, we have had a lot of experiences with the Morse code. It is, as I've looked at it before, and there's still a modern Morse code to it. In modern Morse code, definitely has a mechanism to it where it could still be done with the modern type of equipment. Now, they still have the Morse code system, but it's not like how it was before. Earth, Chris, I think Earth would collapse. No, Earth would not collapse necessarily, but if it was really bad, it could, hypothetically. But I wouldn't think that's too likely. Yeah, Chris Max, are you still with us? I am curious because we like to see your questions. Oh, oh, scared Mace. All right. Well, welcome to the crew. Yeah, but and Saw we maybe he's lurking or he'll come back in at some point. Yeah, but I answered his questions. So Saw what him and I talked about was the if people would adapt or be lost, and the uh, if there's solar flares, and sometimes when they hit the Earth, they can cause problems, and like it can cause problems to communications and stuff like that. And let's go this way. All right. Anyway, so we're looking at cloud from this direction. So yeah. So Saw there's times where these solar flares hit the planet and they cause issues with communications. And when the communications go out, it will radios and different electronic devices can stop working. So the thing that he was thinking about is it's possible that will it stop working if it if the solar flare hit the Earth. And I think that it's unlikely that it would halt mass communication in a broader sense. But Saw it's possible that it could hit the Earth a certain way and it can cause a blackout in some places. So if that occurred, we have a situation where it will it could cause a global panic if it does something really bad. It's unlikely though, Saw in chat, that it's going to cause such a big problem. To answer Chris's question from before, I don't think it would do it, in my opinion, but it's possible. And you see, for instance, yeah, very handsome kitty, yes. And so I believe that the solar lights in the north and the southern hemispheres, where you have solar lights everywhere, that is something we can do with the solar lights. That's what the when the rays hit the sun, that's what it does. Right. Lemon says on March 3rd we had pretty sick lunar eclipse here, and the moon turned a deep red for a good several minutes. And it took some pics. Unfortunately, they're pretty crap, but you can still see them. How red it was. Yeah, put it if you join. If you want to join the Discord, you can feel free to post a link there. I mean, post a picture there. Yes, we are, Mace. Yeah, and that's what I would say would be the. It would be cool to see. And as I said, the Discord to join the Discord server, I put it a link on my posts. If the other link didn't work, awesome. Okay, so the link worked well. That's good. Thanks. Glad to know. Okay, and he's looking for something. Now, a philosophical. Wait, Lori says I have a broccoli volunteer that's trying to vine. Oh yes, scared. A vine, a hybrid. Oh, okay, understood. Yeah, see you in a bit, Musty. Okay. Okay, so we are observing the tropical cat in his natural habitat, the white leopard. Oh, yeah, this cat is very beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, and there's another thing that I believe that it's possible that dreams, something that I've been theorizing before, is that there can be an incident where dreams could be other dimensions or other universes, alternate realities. And I believe that is possible that you can have a situation like that where I had some weird dreams last night. One of them wasn't really too good, but the other one was just kind of interesting. But anyway, so dreams could be other alternate realities, alternate universes, besides them just being your own mind thinking of different things during the day. But yeah, I and Mace, that's what I think too, also. And something that Chris and I were theorizing is that they could be like a other dimensions or other realities too. But a lot of times they could be from Jinn or God. Yeah, I agree. And sometimes I had futuristic dreams, things that happen in the future. That's why there is a so. Oh yes, like being a Jedi, right? And I do believe some dreams could be demonic or like from the forces of darkness or however that would work. I mean, maybe you would call them bad jinn. So there's good ones and bad ones, as we said before. And I recently started dreaming again, and after long periods, not strange, but always dream about. So I had this dream that I was in this other room and on this older computer, and I was. Oh, okay, understood, Mace. Yes, they show you other dimensions, God, a good and bad religion. Yeah. So I believe that. Yeah. So I was observing sunken ships underwater, and with this group, and that was like maybe an alternate life or something. I don't know, but yeah, I was monitoring ships underwater that were sunk. I love doing that. I love sunken ships. There was an older family friend that passed away that was there too. I was like, oh, it's nice to see you again. And childhood friend became 13. Jin devoured his intestines. Died. Oh wow. Okay. And another dream that I had that wasn't really that great was uh, I was at a store or some kind of place like that, and there was a shooting, and I survived, but it was not a pleasant thing to experience. Now, I hopefully that doesn't actually happen, but uh, yeah, that was a very I was on the edge of my seat on the ground, so to speak, and one of my friends from childhood friends was with me, and I was going to look at the aisle ahead of me. He was going to look at the aisle behind me, and to make sure to kind of scope the things out so we don't. If the person comes, going to go throw something at them, but they caught the person in the dream, and I was like, okay, it's good. But that was not thrilling. It was a, I mean, it was a suspenseful, you say. And Khan, so how do jinn devour somebody? I'm curious. So, because you're saying that they do that, yeah, I'm curious about how that works and about how a jinn can devour a person. Yes, so absolutely. And the friend that passed away, it was an older family friend. He said he was still here or something. And so the other thing about the sunken ship was it felt strange but suspenseful. They can manifest in our world. The energy is weak enough. Oh, okay, understood, Mace. Because and you're in the United Kingdom, so you understand this. But Halloween, which was a pagan holiday, it came from the ancient Celtic people, and they uh, their idea was that on Halloween, all the bridge between our world and their world was wore thin, and they're able to come into our realm. And that's basically the same concept that y'all believe about jinn. So it's the same thing we have, and the different spirits. Oh no, Mace. She was saying that my dreams are wild. The I was talking about. Okay, Con. So in the USA, Halloween is this. Usually, people just do trick or treating, or they go to do parties and stuff. They don't. Uh, some people celebrate it because they. It's just like a holiday. It's like a gathering, like a celebrating the fall, or watching scary movies or something. There are people that celebrate it as a religion because some people do celebrate it as a religion because they have a different religious belief, but most people just celebrate it as a gathering of friends or trick or treating or getting candy or having a party, more of a festival thing than the celebrating any kind of religious thing. So some people believe in it as a religion because they have a different religion, but it's uh, it's more of like a festival thing. They don't celebrate it in a other kind of sense. There are people that have different religions that celebrate it as a ending of fall, right? And the rituals bring them out. America generally commercialized holidays, which I love. I don't love, right? So you see, Khan, they commercialized it. They made it into a different thing where they make money off of it. Like they get decorations, and originally it had to do with the jinn would come into the other dimension. It's a party here, yes. And they're trying to disguise themselves as something else to blend in with the jinn, right? So they took the idea of making costumes, right? And they'll sell a lot of costumes. People could be different characters of all kinds of things. And they just, as I said, more of a festival type situation. Or in the friend gatherings and other types of gatherings with uh, parties, etc. Now, as I said, in the United States, there are people that have different religions. Not many people celebrate it in a religious sense, but there are a few people that do. And if they do, they're just basically celebrating the fall coming in. It's nothing too severe, but yeah, it's Americans don't celebrate it as a religion. They celebrate it as like a festival thing because Christmas, Easter, they've capitalized. The United States capitalizes off different holidays. Yeah. Okay, you get it. Okay, good. So that's my winded explanation about that. Oh, thanks, Lemon. Oh, yes, Lori, living in the wilds is much better than living out in the real world. The Wild West. Yeah. And even yeah, broccoli that's Wild West type. Indeed. Now, other times with uh, different concepts where the different dimensions are interesting to access, where yes, it was of pagan origin. That is true. Never trusted mustard lemon before. Is it good? Yeah, mustard lemon. Yeah. So what I believe is there's different energy frequencies that people can access, and we become like a device, like a cellular device that is able to detect something from another realm, and we're able to receive it through different meditations and stuff like that, and sometimes dreams. That's why I believe it is good to have that type of, you know, ability and gift, because some people don't have that. A lot of people are just stuck in the world, and they're not in tune with themselves. And I think that a lot of times with the current world, with all the technology and stuff, people could be hindered from experiencing those different types of experiences. Yeah, where after hurricanes and things like that, we have situations where mold and stuff can sprout, especially after different storms that could occur. Yes, without wisdom and protection, it could definitely lead to something bad, because there's also bad and negative spirits out there that can cause people issues. Now, I believe with in our universe, there's all kinds of different planets that are habitable. And if it was going to happen anyway, I believe that our world would be able to tap in to the other dimension, to the other world that is there. Because even with our rocket ships and stuff, eventually over time, it'll be more advanced for people to go to. My pleasure, Ruby. Lord Hans, Capone, Google him. You never play Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yes. Oh, okay. Understood, Lemon. And well, thanks for joining the serve. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's and Belgium. Oh yes, hilarious. And there is one planet that was found that has life on it, and it doesn't have life on it, but it can support human life. And it was one of the scientists that got taken out. That's where I believe where they do censorship, where you don't want people to know the truth about what is really going on in the world, because they don't want people to know that there's other planets for us to go on. And I believe that there's lots of mass censorship about that, where people want to see what is true, what's going on, but they don't always let them. And so I think censorship is an important problem that occurs in the world. And when we have that issue, we have to use our own diligence and wisdom to figure out what is true, what isn't true. Yeah, we can't get there, and I would assume why would they want to censor information though? Now, it's possible that they reverse engineer the technology from extraterrestrials, whatever they are, if they're jinn or if they're aliens, whatever they might be. They reverse engineer the technology, so maybe it's possible that we'll be able to get there at some point or sooner than what we think, but they don't want people knowing about the technology. Because there's theories that the reason why they left those things is because they have anti-gravity technology. And the anti-gravity technology would help us get to different planets and stuff. So if they're able to find another place besides Earth to go, it would be quite a wild situation, indeed. And David's forging as if oh, see, David, the thing about that is the Timu inspectors and the Sheen inspectors might be able to tell your maybe it might be fake. So just be careful there. Here. Every 5 pesos is 3 hours of Wi-Fi. Oh, wow. We have Wi-Fi though, but it's like a payphone type thing. Interesting. Okay. There's David. So I think that in our own galaxy, there is life in it. There may not be advanced life, but there's something there. There is like little microorganisms that exist on some of these planets, and one planet that fascinates me the most is Neptune itself. And Neptune, now there's people that believe in astrology and stuff that different planets sensing different things, but in those types of planets, there are these other concepts where it's like a stormy planet, I believe. If I might be wrong about that, but Neptune is definitely very watery and icy. I'm sure it's a very dark planet, and there could be microorganisms that live beneath the ice, so to speak. So a couple of different planets, I think, have microorganisms in them, and I believe in the Kuiper Belt, where there's different planets beyond Neptune as well. When you're talking about Eats Your Coins, it reminds me of the amusement parks they have, or like the different theme places like Chuck E. Cheese. And that's a place where kids go, or there's like a laser tag and they use coins like tokens. So it's kind of sort of that type of concept. He had issues with it for years. His religious had very open but no wisdom. Knowing something without wisdom is dangerous. Yes. Yeah, wisdom is important to balance out things because knowledge alone may not be at its peak. Yeah, and a lot of times people are not prepared for. Very nice. So, and I do think at one time Mars had life. It was maybe that's where people could have been before they came here. And when they did that, it caused an issue where of like people live a normal life one day, and in the next minute, it could be an apocalyptic situation. So I believe that people have a survival instinct that turns on, and people without the wisdom to know how to handle the survival instinct will do things erratically and eventually cause their own destruction. So I do believe when you have a civilization that is too comfortable, they may not learn about other traits and other things that they could be doing. And that is where people that are preppers and stuff come in, where people can learn about different types of concepts of, you know, what to do if something goes wrong. But, if some kind of solar blast hit our planet and we were not be able to be here anymore, or like in our civilization, a lot of times people riot And a lot of times people do mass vandalism, etc., when they're in situations like that. And less people will be more united and try to help each other out. And we have to be able to be united with each other rather than trying to divide each other. Okay. And Lori says, full disclosure, I've tried to use Discord a few times over the years, but it's something about it that drives me nuts. It's not user friendly. I blame it on age, but no other platform does it. So, oh, I think Discord definitely is not the most user friendly uh, setting. Thank you for your feedback, by the way. Discord's not user friendly, and it's not really. People communicate on there. Like I have it because people wanted to communicate on there, um, and a lot of people have them. But yeah, I believe with Discord, it has not the best framework for user experience. Yeah, it was just kind of I feel it was made in like a Timu Sheen situation. That's what it was, basically created in. Okay, and there you go. Yeah, and then we have Alien. Thank you. I just don't get it. Seems like a hot mess. Yeah, especially if someone blocks somebody on there, it doesn't even show as block. You just press a button and it just shows you the messages. And a garden is watered. Now time for a pond for a walk. Yeah, there's in Egypt. There's different telekinesis. There's allegedly an energy force that they used that they're able to. Yes, it's kind of similar to as well. They were able to drag energy from telepathic energy, and they're able to use it to make things levitate, etc. So there's theories that that energy could still be accessed, and people try to access it. So yeah, it's interesting. Like they say, the kingdom of God is within you. And Laurie said he probably needed a teenager to explain Discord. And his socks are always clean, always crystal clean and clear. And that is something very fascinating about our feline friend right here. Yes, they use underground copper because they did a thing of the pyramids where these pyramids, they did an X-ray of the pyramids underground and various GPS ranges, and they're able to tell the different methods of what was under there. So it seems like it was basically like an energy structure of some kind. Mace is 41. You can do it. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's just some people are not always into technology like they can. Like a lot of people might be. There's also some people just aren't always as tech savvy. I only saw one of those laundromats. Those places where a ton of washing machines are at once in my life. That's how remote where I live was. Oh, I'm sure it was very remote. So did they water? Did they wash clothes in a water source? Like they used to back in the old days in 1800s. They used to get like a this metal thing and they would clean clothes in the water. Yeah, Mace. Sometimes people don't like certain apps, and that is something true where not everybody is into certain apps because she basically doesn't like the user experience of Discord and the way they have the app set up. Oh yeah, Mace. It would be good to stay in touch on there, but a lot of people like to, don't always like to use this type of applications. And now we have this place here. We could do it. Yeah, and I started MSN. May said one of the first chats. Oh yeah, I remember MSN. I remember that one. And I taught myself to use Discord, to use Windows when it came out. It did great, but Discord slays me. Yeah, Discord is Windows is a very good window user experience. Yeah, yeah. And as I said, if Lori ever wanted to learn about Discord, I will teach her. But if she wanted me to, I would. But if she doesn't want to use a Discord, then we'll just chat with her here. Yeah. Oh, ADHD. Yeah, or both. Yeah. So, and he has pink beans with some, and a black bean too. Yeah, he's certainly a leopard cat. And I believe the reason why there's lots of a lack of disclosure with aliens is because the governments of the world, for a reason, have hid or whatever they are. They could be jinn, whatever they are, have hid the knowledge about them for a long time. And there's a lot of things in this world that they're just finally talking about. There's a theory that there is a pact of non, you know, with aliens or whatever they are, right? And then that pact has started to dissipate and not be there anymore. So they might, since this treaty was broken or not around as much, they decided to not to have disclosure because this treaty expired. We had no flushable toilets, and you had to manually pour water and down to flush it business down. Oh wow, yeah, it was hand pumped. Well, okay, and oh okay, yeah, Lemon. That's very are definitely a rough situation to be in. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mace. Not Mace. Lemon. That definitely is a very messed up, tedious situation to be in. Definitely. Yes. Hilarious. So that's why I believe it's important for people to take interest in these supernatural things because there's definitely something else out there besides us. Yeah, catnip. Lori said we have some internal communities here in OG that do dry latrin compost and I've seen it. It's a wonderful method that could save so many resources in water. That is very cool, because I believe that it's important for people to get the different clean energy and clean water and stuff like that. I It's very cool how the technology over time has advanced because sometimes I feel like everyone has a right to it. They need to do more exporting that stuff more. And it's a very peaceful cat, and yeah, it's a very laid back vibe to it. I've lived in the middle of nowhere where I would take a dump in the garden. Hilarious, yeah. I never had the Now when the hurricanes hit us, that's where it'll be kind of like a struggle of one of those places. That's where it would kind of turn into a third world country, especially if a really bad disaster. I'd say in the United States in general, when something like that happens, it will natural disasters can bring it back to a third world type situation. Yeah, feel the plants. Yeah. Or it said the one lady made small corals out of pallets and had several stages of hot compost and deletes cooties. You don't use them soil until it's cured. Lemon said, kids here used to swim around in dirty, nasty water, when a storm hit and flooded a little town. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they did that because they probably didn't have other places to swim and hang out in. Yeah. Oh, interesting, Mace. Yeah. America back in I'd say 1800s or 1700s is probably more like that. When the technology got more advanced, they started to get into that. Yeah. Oh, it was good for the soil. Okay. Yeah, when people do camping and do things outdoors, they do stuff like that. You know, I I definitely believe that the hard times make strong people. And yeah, so it's interesting to see. We have to walk a mile in each other's shoes to see how it all, we all fare out. Yeah. Lemon said, but I got a few nasty sores when I swam in the little river in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, I would assume it would be not the. There's probably kind of different parasites in there or something like that. Yeah, it's a because usually out here, I mean, there's different parts where there's places where it's contaminated, right? We call it contaminated, and I believe there's certain parts of the oh, world that have that, and there's certain type of parasites that are not necessarily brought over here, but in different places too. But oh, a snake. Okay, yeah, it's especially in those different jungles. Now, even in the United States, we have different types of things in there that are like that. So there's different types of snakes and things here that could be dangerous. Yeah. Oh yes, Mace. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. You know, the you gotta be careful, like when going into those different places, swimming these different places of contamination. There's definitely lots of different parasites that can be of a danger to be watched out for. Right. And freaked my mom out. Oh, that is very crazy, Lemon. That occurred. You know, I wonder what that could have been. It's some sort of contamination or some sort of chemicals or something. Yeah, it's unfortunate to experience that. And she normally doesn't freak out that much. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like swimming in lakes. I mean, what is down there? Yeah, you know, in lakes and stuff, there could be all kinds of different creatures and things in there, or things floating around you wouldn't know about. Like there could be Jason the in there too. Good morning, Shell. Welcome to the stream. All right, and then you have that cat right there, and he's itching himself. Yeah, it definitely seems like the rain's about to come. Yeah, there could be a body in there. Yeah, you see, there's all kinds of yeah, and Shell. These yeah, it's some of these different countries. Shell they have the different they're not as clean water as we do here. Okay, and he's stretching, and yeah, so I believe that, and here we go. He's coming closer. Yeah, the in different water bodies. Now they found a lot of different things in lakes and rivers and stuff. Like there's sometimes they found like different crime scenes. They found cars and they found different vehicles like that. You know, sunken. 20, 30 years. They could have things that are just sunken beneath the seas. You know, not the sea, but inside the rivers. There's different. There's sometimes cars and accidents and stuff that have happened, and that is something else that I think is quite of an interest. Oh yeah, that is the body being found is scared. Yeah, and Lemon says, but one of my buddies said there was a fish in it, catfish, maybe. He said there was a goldfish, to without it because the water was simply too dirty for goldfish to live in. Ah, yes, Grace. She's. I have friends who dives in lakes. He finds old pew pews, fire. Yeah, yeah. That's what you'll find all the time in lakes. They could find things linked to crime scenes from a long time ago. He does diving underwater metal detecting. Pretty cool. Oh, catfish are cool. Oh yeah, in Lake Tahoe, it was really crazy what they find. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I agree. Yes, old revolvers, and we also find other types of handguns too, hand firearms rather. Everyone thought Tahoe was pure until the level dropped and they see what was in there. Anyway, oh, I'm sure Lemon. A lot of things may have happened in that elementary school. Yeah, tell a cat he must see what he says. Yes, yes. The cats definitely like to listen to the different conversations that we have and stuff. Okay, so let's see. First of all, let's see. Yeah, and I always think it was quite fascinating about these felines are so it's like they don't know our language, but they know us very well. Okay, Lemon. Yeah, I'm interested in true crime stuff. And yeah, because lakes, lakes, as I said, there's beautiful lakes here that people could swim in, and there's nothing's going to get them. Just but for true crime enthusiasts, there are things in the bottom of lakes that have been found connected to crime scenes. Oh, okay, Mace. Blessings to you if you're going. If you're going, thank you for being for coming. When your mom was in elementary school, okay. Okay, tell me the layout of the school. Yeah, he's just living his best life. Oh, nice, nice, Mace, nice, Mace. We'll have a good workout. Yeah, I say a lot about different school things that have occurred over time. Yeah. There's all kinds of cases that I've studied about. There's only a few in the sixth grade class. Okay. There's only one in the sixth grade class. Okay. Oh yes, Mace. You too. Patrolling our park for trash. Want to post the sign? If you litter here, you'll be eliminated too much. Oh, tell him that the Mothman's gonna get them. Technically, you guys, this is elementary anymore, probably middle school, different here. There was a little room in that building. Okay. Yeah, the Terminator. Yeah, the Terminator would be better. And there was used to sleep, and it was used for sleep and rest and stuff. Interesting. Interesting. It almost sounds like so they would sleep within the school. Interesting. There's some sort of freaky arch shadow person thing standing in the corner. A quick guy getting to the chopper. D5 coming. Yes. Yeah. Hilarious, Mace. And there was some sort of freaky shadow person standing there in the corner. Oh, okay. Oh, I like these kind of stories. Okay. And they just took little naps. Okay, they took little naps there. Okay. Yes, continue on. I like to hear about this. And anyway, continue on. And Lemon says, and later on in my days, okay. And yeah, because I definitely believe that shadow people are a thing, and there's these different types of entities that exist around time. Musty Lemon, says that there was a little second grader who was neighbors with, and Lori says, like a hawk, regularly patrolling and reporting illegal camps, and I do wild creatures and blue. Okay, interesting. And she said one of the girls in the class got blinded suddenly. Okay, there was a second grader and was neighbors with. Told me that one of the girls in her class suddenly got blinded suddenly. Okay. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke a pipe. I don't smoke the Rifa. Okay, yeah, and like instantly black. No, not a something. Okay, so she went completely blacked out. Okay. Oh, and instantly she cried her eyes out as a kid. And she was rushed to the hospital. Okay. Scared. Yeah. Scared. Scared. Later, she regained her vision. Okay. And this was supposedly caused by a freaky creature living in the school. Wow. Glad she regained her sight. Yeah. Yes, Lemon. It could be a shadow. It could be the shadow thing, the spiritual entity that either is like the some cultures will call it the jinn or a demon or something like that or a bad ghost. People call them different things. So yeah, it could be and it may be a cryptid possibly. You know, you never know. It could be some sort of a cryptid. There's known to be cryptids in that part of the world that are sort of like what you described. So it was either was a cryptid of some kind or some sort of a spirit thing. Yes, absolutely, Mace. I'm not saying that it was the aliens, but it was the aliens. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's cowardly for a creature or a spirit to attack a child like that. Definitely messed up. Yes. And yeah, different cultures call them different things. And let's see. And Lemon said, anyway, a group of fifth graders was cleaning up some dead leaves at the back of the school. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, thank you, Todd, for the warning. Appreciate it. Lemon said, because there was a ring of small unconnected buildings surrounding a big field. That was at the school. Oh, that's cool, Mace. Uh, we definitely all the blessings that can be used can be used. Okay. And yes, YouTube's stab worthy. Yes, I made that myself. Yeah, shout out to Grounds, Not Noise, and the Space Yetis, etc. Yeah. Well, build schools. They should not. Native Americans know that. Yeah. Okay. Now, I never saw the thing myself. Okay. And one of them started freaking out because apparently they saw the same freaky creature. Okay. They saw the same creature. Now, Lemon, was it described? Is it like a shadow person or just a dark figure? If you know any type of description of it, I'd like to know. But I saw this gross arse black humanoid thing with elongated muzzle like face in my dreams. Yes, so we're going to continue that today. Yes, soon, shortly. And the song is sick. P.S. How did I get a membership? And somebody gifted it to me. Thank you. Oh, that was from Carlos. He gifts a membership. He's very generous to the channel. It was Carlos that gifted that to you. And so there's a tropical storm building in a Gulf. We'll call Arthur for performs. Oh, we got you drawn back in. Okay. Okay. And it came in front of the window and started sniffing me and freaked me out. Oh, scared. Then when I tried to go back to sleep in my dreams, something kissed me. Oh, that is cringe. That is cringe. Yeah, and I appreciate you telling me this, Lemon, and I appreciate the description of it, and I like to know as much detail as possible about it. This may be a new cryptid of some kind. That thing is very nasty if it stings you, by the way. And then when okay, and say I was pissing myself metaphorically. Oh, I would be too. I would be too. Yeah. Hello, Yoda. Yes, Yoda. It's been a while since you've been here. Praise be to the Lord. Yes. Oh, hey, Orange. Good to see you. Thank you for sharing that, Lemon. Yeah. So, did it have black eyes or reptile eyes? Was it hairy? Just curious if it had those features in it. Oh, thank you so much, Lemon. I will certainly be glad to see it. Thank you. Oh, that's very cool. You're in a tour in Shanghai. That's awesome. Oh, Lord Vader. Ah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna smudge our house and cast a circle protection in our beds when entities try to come in the house guests. Yeah. It was pretty hairy and it had these big arse eyes. Ah, okay. Yeah, and y'all got some interesting creatures over there. So, okay, so chat, we have discovered a new cryptid. We have to give it a name. Okay. Yeah, and okay, and we have our tomatoes here. Open a window in the farthest from where we start the smudging, and was well until move on and usher in the wind and close it. Oh, that's cool. Oh well, practice makes perfect. I did fishing before, and one time I did fishing and I caught nothing, and another time I caught 8 fish or 10 fish. So it just depends on the type of fish that you would catch. Yeah, so definitely sometimes it rains, sometimes it doesn't rain. So same type of logic. There are stuff like that that happens with the fishing. Oh, delicious passion, delicious gourmet food right there. Lori's a pro at catching submerged branches. Okay. Yesterday, committed a horrible open news, saw really bad news when praying. Okay. Yeah, the news can be very traumatic to look at. Definitely. It's getting windy. And this is the African plant, but they brought them to the United States, a long time ago. I'm good at maths, Photoshop. Oh, take your time, Lemon. I appreciate it very much. And going to mass Photoshop debates, 3 modeling, and get angry sometimes. I think, yeah, I understand. I did things in like code with coding, it can be very tedious. So yeah, we have to be mindful of it. Just practice makes perfect, and patience will definitely help you. This is me, and go back in here. Okay, it's a nice pirate scene right here. And so this time, I just kind of flipped the camera so y'all could see me. Of course, y'all can usually see me when I'm inside, but right here and oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. Sure, strawberry. I think that's fine. I don't mind collaborating. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, thank you, thank you. It's a pirate hat, But yes, I appreciate the cowboy comp. Yeah. I'm good at advanced Photoshop. Yeah. So definitely the practice will be perfect. Yeah, ARG. Now the outfit isn't really a pirate outfit, but the top army is, and it also looked like in a jungle area. Oh, I have. Oh yeah, if you go to my post, Stabworthy. Oh, thank you, Saul. Thank you. And there is, if you go to my post right now, you could join the Discord. And I do have an email too. You could also send me something on there too. On the description, there's an email, but I have the Discord server right now. You could join if you go to posts, and you could, friend me on there if you like. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. And oh, I appreciate it. I'm still very piratey. Yeah. Arg. This would be a good scene for like it looks just like the pirate movie. Yeah. Okay. I used to I used to sit in this chair over here. I used to sit over there, and I used to just sit down and do live streams. Now I do. I'm a little more interactive with the art. Oh yes, we need the alien and a pirate hat emoji. Definitely, we'll bring that up. We'll do that too. Yes, I give him a run for his pirate gold. Yeah. Good morning, Callie. Welcome to the stream. And soon we'll be doing the replay of that trial, of the Valet trial. Yeah, we'll do the pirate hat emote. Yeah. Alien pirate hat. Yes, Rebecca definitely is a great artist, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, the alien garden symbol is an alien with leaves coming from its head. Oh yeah, definitely go to the Salem trial. Well, I'm also in the true crime stuff, and I'm involved with channels that have to do with trials. I'm heavily involved in trial live streams. I do my own on my channel too. Oh, that's good, Lori. Yeah. Oh, you too, Liberty. Thank you for coming and listening and lurking. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Callie. Appreciate it. Yeah, and a lot of times people don't always, understand that there's so many cryptids out there all over the world that people have encountered for different generations and different time periods, all over the place. And okay, what is your destiny in life, Jeremy? Oh, you like the Garden Live one? Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, she's very brilliant. Okay, I'm back. I was looking at the, you know, out there. So go further in. Going further into the jungle. There we go. Greetings, Scotland. Oh, hey, Andrew. Good to see you again. And I think I've seen you before. Be with a special person in life and death. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. You can tell me more about it if you'd like. Oh, yeah. And you see, this is my beard is a red because I kind of reddish blonde looking. And, because my hair, this hair was like that too. It actually has highlights in it, but it got darker over time. And, oh, you have a similar Mario Luigi shirt. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, greetings, Scotland. Yeah, greetings, Scotland. I'm part Scottish, by the way. Probably where my red beard comes from, partially from Scotland. Yeah. Because he talked to people, and many people, great grandfathers, were World II soldiers. It's crazy because great grandfather was businessman and landlord both. Oh, that's very fascinating. Very fascinating. Yes, and Jeremy, also I will mention is that I've had people that I've liked a lot, you know, and I didn't always end up with the people I thought I would. And over time, the I met different people as time went on. So you may not always be with the same person that you think you might be with, but eventually, working on yourself the most, then you'll draw in like a planet drawing in different moons. So yes, and I will say is too, it's good that you have someone you like and different girls and stuff. And if someone doesn't work out or something doesn't completely go, it's very painful, but letting it go, and eventually there will be different fish, so to speak, that will come in. So, like what I did after I had the relationship, I had that we went our separate ways after I went away from school, and after that happened, I worked on YouTube, and here we are with all these people. So over time, things will certainly work itself out. And to think of a long term goal over short term goals was something I had to do. Scots Irish plus Heinz 57. Oh, thank you, Yoda. And let's see, I watched a series on Eggcrone Island. They mix Gaelic and English, Harris Island. Yeah, and I am English, Scottish, Irish, and Welsh. I'm all those things. I'm basically all of European ethnicities. Okay, and also Mediterraneans too. Okay, so what I would say is it's 20 yards long. That's how big it is. It looks bigger than it is, but yeah, it's 20 yards long. Oh, hey, Gary, good to see you. All right. And Jeremy says, yeah, I'm never letting go because I don't want to have that haunted guilt in me, which is the mark of the beast. Oh, Jeremy, sometimes, oh, I understand that. And whatever is woven in your destiny was for what is what you needed. And, why a man should fear death of something when it will come when it will come. So sometimes uh, things do happen anyway. So just if the worst case scenario happens, trust the dots will connect in the future. And say like you break down a muscle to make you stronger. Like bad things happen, and then it makes you more resilient, more stronger over time. So if something does happen not right, it'll be okay. You'll better things will happen in the future. So just in case the worst case scenario were to occur, you know, everything will be good. But if you want to ask out somebody, go on a date with somebody, yeah, definitely do it. Because I asked out the girlfriend I had when I was in school, and it was awesome. And I asked her out, and it was one of the greatest decisions I made. So yeah, definitely ask out the girl you're interested in, and like I did it, and it was good. It was a good thing for me. Oh, thanks, Callie. Appreciate it. So yeah, just remember that. That I remember I asked her out to the prom date. That's when I got my foot in the door, so to speak. And I knew her for a long time, and sometimes we would have issues and fighting would happen. But her and I were before officially went out. We did it. We were very close for a long time. Then when we both matured later on in school, I asked her, and it was very good. So I'm glad that I did it. So yeah, always take the risk. The greatest risk is taking none. Don't fear death, guys. Have faith in the Lord. Defend death. Ask Jesus for just, and Jesus will help you pray for the best. Amen. I agree. Oh, dragonflies in the yard this morning. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, the dragonflies. Absolutely. Yeah. And for those, I think is the dragonflies are so fascinating the way they work because they could be all over the place. And they're just very prehistoric looking too. Doing this about me walking. It's kind of weird doing a walking stream. All right, now the winds are starting to pick up. Yeah, very beautiful visuals indeed. Did you know about the new song which is viral in Japan and surround it as it dropped? I know it would go insanely popular. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't hear about that, but I'm glad that it's going popular. Rupert Lowe. I am. Let's see. I am not completely familiar with who that is. You can explain to me who that is. I'd appreciate it. I'm not familiar with him. Oh, that's great. And do everything you can to be as good as possible. With my people on, like, say my subs and my different people, I do everything for them that I can do, and that's good. You do that to the end, Jeremy. Absolutely. Oh, the box elder bug. Yeah, I know about that bug. Sally married. Okay, so Jeremy, with oh, she's married. Well, I will say that if you're going to be a good supportive friend, that's good. And I have good news for you is that there is somebody out there that will be for you specifically, and that you'll have your own wife one day. And for now, if you have like a friend that, like, in a sisterly way, even if you probably like her like that, if you are there for her in a sisterly way, that is good too. And also, it's good to have people in your life you care about, and as everything is consensually appropriate. Right. He's a founder of the new party, Restore Britain. He is Christian guy. Basically, Clean Sleep, the 10 seats one. Yeah, as I said, Yoda, I don't know much about him, but thank you for telling me about it. I hope that everything goes well over there with that. Yeah, the box Islander is very fun. We have them here. Yeah. The birds have been generous with their fertilizer on the table. So that's good, Jeremy. You are there for the people you care about. Very important. Yeah. Oh yeah, birds definitely are very charitable about that. Yes, I'm on a safari. Yeah. Jeremy, my pleasure, and it's um, it's an honor doing that, talking with you about it. Yeah. And I think it's important to people to vent and say what they think about things. Sauce said, "My kid stepped blatantly out on her husband when she decided the situation wasn't for her. She went back to her husband. Beware the married ladies." Yes, yes, very true. Thank you for the warning, Saul. And I used to have a crush on the girl in the first 6 years ago, and crushed for her for 5 years, at which I didn't even get to see her for 3 years. I talked to her this year and deleted my feelings. Yeah, yeah. I also went through that too. Also, and when I completely let things go in its natural order, it was very difficult. But I let things go in its natural order took place, and I understand that. As if things are meant to work out, remember this: no matter what was meant to be yours, it'll never leave you. And if something was never meant to be yours, it'll never happen. So, and when the love, even if you don't see them, the hearts are connected. So as I said, the dots will connect in the future, but and any kind of pain people feel or aggravation about something or hurt, it could be used for exercising or working out. It could be used for building something cool. So if anybody has feelings that are not that are negative, it's important to aim the energy at positive things like helping other people or helping yourself. So if something does happen, either way, it'll be okay. It's a win-win situation. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Uh, our frog is here. You see, the frog has been summoned. Yeah. And I never understood how people can cheat on. And let's see, uh, Lori says I never understood how people can cheat. Another, no offense she meant no offense to, and figure that relationship before another. And Lori said she likes something I said. Okay, thanks, Lori. And let's see, um, I don't feel a lot of pain. I'm happy that she's doing all good. Lord has such good creations. Glory to Him. Yes, Amen. Glory be to Him. Oh, thank you, Lemon. Yeah, sometimes people don't always work out in relationships, and they may find someone else that they want to go with. It's relationships can definitely be complicated. Indeed. Passion said, "There's a new trial coming up in Georgia. Looks like another. I promise they did it themselves." Okay. Oh, okay, Lemon. Thank you. All right, and that happens with late husband years ago. Loved him, but laid down. Loved him, but let him go and said, "Be what will be." And a month later, we were together. Oh, awesome, awesome. I'll definitely be streaming that trial. Yeah. Now, soon the stream will be ending to do the trial stream. And Saw Girl says no, none taken. Lori baffles me. They're still together. Don't get it either. Well, yeah, well, yeah. Frog, you too, buddy. You've been a very good friend to us, and you're appreciate that. And you're also a cool cat too. Like left it all on Jesus. If he wants me with a partner, shall be. He knows a partner won't be good for me. So let it be. I have my heart all braced and ready. Oh, amen. That is the best way to have that. It is best to have it that way. Yeah, he will guide you to the right source, what you need. When all the hardships come in life, he'll bring more ease to us. And more hardships come and bring even more ease. At this point, I'm basically getting addicted to math. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good topic to know about. And that just focus on yourself and your own craft, and you're on the right track. Because same here, not looking at it will become an obvious signs and good feelings. Yeah. Lori said she's used to being single and getting her own way. Right. Yeah, see you in court, Pat. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, definitely. Basically, the longest interaction with a female was 5 minutes long to 5 a.m. and used to being single. Okay. All right. Amen, Lori. Absolutely. Oh, that's awesome, Yoda. That's awesome. Oh yeah, definitely, Lori. It's I'm sure you miss him terribly. Yeah, he sounds like a very good man. Also, oh yeah, they have some pretty cool recreations of lightsabers now that I like. Yeah, very cool. And when I was little, they had these lightsabers that you could just break it if it was made of glass, and it was like a decoration. But now they're making them where people could use them to fight and stuff. You must have, yes, Master Yoda. You definitely need that. to fight the Sith. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome that you learned that. I learned that passing to show loved ones your love, care while they are here. Yes, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Indeed. Yeah. That's absolutely essentially important. All right, now, Saw Girl, we're soon going to be starting the. I'm going to be getting ready to start the Valet trial, the Raoul trial. All right, we're about to be starting it, so this stream will be ending, and that won't be beginning. All right. I took him for granted. I feel, although he probably didn't see that way, bless his heart. Oh, he knows that you appreciate him, and with your life that you've lived, you've definitely attributed to him very much with everything you've done with your family, your kids, and you've done very excellent to his legacy. You know, about to fall off my head. Lightsaber. Next time I can go to Anakin and chop and chop Anakin up. Yeah. All right, chat. So this has been a very great stream, and I look forward to seeing your sketch lemon. And all right, and let's go maybe this way. All right, so thank you so much for coming, everybody. See you on the next one. This is an excellent garden stream. We had a very good discussion. You know, we have different cultures, religions, etc., all in one place, and having open discussions. I like that. So, see you all in the verdict room, and peace.